this lady. She was giving a guy. Oh, we're live.
1, 2.
You know what? At one time I heard this this guy who hit a telephone pole and his hair turned so white. Mm-hmm.
So we got shocked. It's a real shocking story you told there.
There was this kid who got into an accident, and I don't remember the lyrics of the fucking song. Freaking damn it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
FCC.
to the Talking Rad podcast. Yay!
FCC's
This is
gonna find me
episode
for that one.
138. We did it, guys. 138 episodes. How do you feel?
Isn't this where we said we were going to stop?
Yeah.
Like we were going to get to 138.
That was the plan.
I even got it tattooed on my arm, my inner arm right here.
I have it on my butt.
Yeah, 138, and then we said we were going to quit. Why did we pick 138 again?
I like the number.
Oh, I thought it was like that's...
it was Cole's week. Because Cole wanted to end on himself.
Oh, it's very...
Really like finishing.
That's very
Cole wanted to
selfless
finish
of him.
on himself, yeah.
You almost had it the first time around.
I didn't mean it
end.
sexually. You turned it into that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we've got a show for you tonight of us talking about basically nothing. Hope you guys enjoy. But before
it's a podcast
we
about
get
nothing.
into the show, I've got some drinks for us.
Whoa!
Yay! It's the Mountain Dew Voodoo, the mystery flavor 2021.
Thing. I mean voodoo.
So
You do hoodoo?
Do what?
The
What
babe.
was I saying? Oh, so I kind of hope you guys just like don't hate it, but don't love it. Because
that song at
like
the beginning
this
of
will probably
Do you want to drink it?
No, because this will probably be the only time you'll ever drink this. Because after
it's
like
limited edition.
yeah, because after a couple weeks it's gonna be
What?
gone and never gonna come back.
Somebody dink me. Thane said it you.
Hold on, I
You
gotta
wouldn't dink me.
let me undo my cap and I'll dink.
F you, buddy. What's you about dinking? This smells pleasant.
Touch bottles.
Fruity.
Try it out and tell me what you think.
Tastes
I
like
think I already know
strawberries. No, it tastes like kiwi.
I like it. I don't like Mountain Dew, but this one's fun.
That's not good.
It's kiwi
What?
strawberry.
Because you're never gonna get it again. Like you probably get it for the rest of the couple months, like the rest of the months, but that's about it.
It's kiwi
It
strawberry.
tastes like candy. You know the white Gatorade I praise up and down? It's kind of in that same vein for me. It's not the exact flavor.
So the mystery flavor, what it is, it's supposed to be a specific flavor.
I really
it's
like
major
it.
melon.
So like the first year was kind of like a Skittles like flavor.
This is Skittles like, I would say.
The second year, last year was candy corn. Like up and down, it was candy corn. No doubts about it.
I don't know how that one would
Yeah.
It was not bad.
Oh.
It wasn't something I wanted to get all the time, but it was still kind of fun. This year, I personally think it's Sweet Tarts.
Oh, we're guessing.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I don't. I'm gonna look. I looked it up. I don't know if they actually have.
Is
Okay.
there
the
a contest
taste
for this
flavor.
thing?
Sweet Tarts?
No. I think it's Sweet Tarts.
I think you probably hit it. I was going to say Skittles, like those tropical flavored Skittles. But now that you say Sweet Tarts, you're morphing my brain.
I don't know if they actually have the flavor yet. Let me see if I can find it.
So they do this
You have
every
any
year?
guesses? Yeah.
Ugh.
I guess.
Do they
Oh,
do
no.
brand? Do they
It's
make
one of
it?
those
Do they
drinks
make
where
it
the
flavored
at
as
first
like?
it's not so bad, but the more you
trademark
drink it, the
brands?
worse
No.
it gets.
Okay.
Really? I think the more I drink
yeah.
it, the better it tastes. Sweet Tarts. Oh, God. I
So
don't
what-
There's no
what's-
reveal yet. They don't have
So
the actual.
Sweet Tarts, what's the flavor of that?
I don't know.
Because like Sweet Tarts is
So according
so, like,
according
what would it
to
be?
online, people say it's somewhere between Starburst, Laffy Taffy, and Sweet Tarts. I think Sweet Tarts is right on the money though, personally.
I'm gonna say Starburst because when I instantly smelled it, that's what it reminded me of was the white Gatorade, and that tastes like Starburst.
You
To
guys
For me,
ever
I always feel
smoke
that tardiness
Smarties?
at the end of the drink.
Did you guys ever smoke Smarties?
Of course I did. I was a cool kid.
It's like
I would always
never
choke.
Get it. Yeah, I could. I wouldn't do that because like that.
I was a really cool kid.
I watch
Of course
kids
I did.
snort them.
Yeah, you can do it.
They
That
would
was because you were
snort those
cool.
limo packs.
I'm good. I don't need to
That
snort
was
it.
cool, so I did it all.
I'm not idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna eat the.
I snorted the lime stuff. I snorted the sweet
No, I'm
tarts.
gonna eat the
I
Smarties
snorted
as
the
intended
cocaine.
those things are delicious.
I snorted the Skittles.
Why would you want to
the,
crush it up? Like
I
it's
s-
just wasting the
I
packet.
snorted the Airheads. It was everything. It was on my nose.
I snorted root beer
Everything.
once, and it was the worst experience of my life. It's just instant burning, and
Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah, he was trying to be cool.
everyone's like, "It's cool to snort things." I'm like, "Well, I guess
See,
I'll try root beer."
You got your straw. You're at home by yourself. You got your
It's-
straw. Just
and you're like, ah, and it instantly like burns your throat and your nose,
Yeah,
and you're
for
like,
some
I
reason that
regret
was kind of a fun
everything.
feeling.
I
It was a
hated
little
that
different.
feeling.
no.
Good thing you're not a
It
coke
hit
addict.
different. Yeah, you don't know. Maybe I just covered up really good.
No, Cole, I don't think you'd have your life this well together if you were coke addict.
You don't think so?
I really don't.
You don't think I'd be buying as much manga as I do?
No, I think you'd be in the bathroom as much as Thane.
Oh!
You have the coke addiction.
Oh!
Shut up.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm doing really good at that. I got better at it. I practice.
Are you
Shut up.
Coke Cobain?
Well, at least
That was a
Thane's
bad
not
joke.
coke or Thane.
Coke Cobain. Dang it.
No, Thane. At least you're not addicted to coke. At least we can say that. That's good.
Drugs are bad and okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this Mountain Dew tastes like cocaine. I'm just
No,
kidding. It
it's
doesn't
it's
taste
like
that.
nicotine, morphine, methamphetamine, heroin.
Jerk the weed.
Song is so goddamn
You're-
annoying.
Wait, keep going. What else is there? Charlie Sheen.
I got that's the next one. I don't know what it would have been, but like, I love that that's the one you came up with. That's so funny.
Jerk the weed. Charlie Sheen.
He really fits in all those.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Oh,
Thane's
man.
favorite band, Ween. You already said Ween, did you? Did you say Ween, Sky?
He said suck the ween.
I said jerk the weed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a different kind of ween, so it's okay. I'll allow it. That's too good, dude. Halloween.
Halloween.
Speaking of which, the Halloween episode's
I
going
was
to be
gonna say
next
teens.
week, guys.
Pre-teens. That's kind of weird,
So-
though.
Not that one,
Really
Zay. Not
not.
that one.
Zay took it upon him to bear the mantle of
The Halloween.
the Halloween special.
But it ain't going to be that special.
He's becoming the
the
Halloween.
not so special. That's what it's going to be called. The
not
so
so
special. Yeah.
Speaking of not so special,
The look
guys,
in his
I got
eyes,
a
I
blood
knew he
blister
was
today, and it
special.
looks like a boil.
Pop it.
Well, see, I
He
thought
had
about-
talent as a
I thought
boxer.
about popping it, but at work I didn't have a Band-Aid, and I didn't know how much it would bleed.
Oh,
Probably not much at all, but at this point, it's like,
dried.
well, I don't know if it's completely dried, but
Are you
I'm,
going to pop it?
well, I'm also in the same vein of people that don't like to have open wounds on their skin. So, like, I prefer this, where over like a
I had an
hole.
open wound.
Did you see my fingers for
Yeah,
like
they were
weeks?
horrible. Yes.
Yeah. That's fun. Having
Look.
to put like cream on it and like caring for it. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
I
an open
remember your
wound.
fingers
It was
were
massive.
effed,
it
yeah.
was massive.
Did you ever take pictures?
Yeah,
Well,
I got a
how
lot
did
of 'em.
how did that happen again?
Climbing up a rope swing?
Okay, I thought it was
Not
like
really
exercise
necessarily.
kind of thing.
I guess
or
it's
something.
kind of a swing, but
It was
it's
more
like
just a rope. They were
Yeah.
having like a rope climbing
Gosh.
contest.
just to like touch a branch.
That's terrible.
and I just lost my grip and I.
Did
proud of you.
did
though,
Forrest
at
Gump
least.
have
Cole.
autism?
Huh? Did Forrest Gump?
Yeah,
It's
Is
something.
Is it written into his character?
I
Like,
I
yeah,
have
it's
no
something.
idea.
He had
Apparently, it's
something.
super racist in the book.
Wait, it's based off a book?
Yeah.
I just thought Tom Hanks wrote it himself.
What?
I'm kidding. I don't think he wrote it. I didn't know it was
Um,
based off a book though.
I don't think he has autism.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
stupid is what stupid does.
Yeah, something jumped up and bit him in the butt.
Yeah.
That's a good show. I'll enjoy it. Thanks, Tom Hanks. Appreciate you, guy.
They say they call it a $1 million wound, but I don't know what they're talking about. Since I haven't seen a single cent of
Colby,
that.
there's
Colby.
With
pizza
that
on
money.
up there if you want some.
Not for you guys though.
Oh, okay. Have fun with the meeting. Tell them that we're recording a podcast, so don't be too loud.
Yeah. Don't worry, you guys still don't get.
Just
the
kidding,
pizza.
Colby. Sorry for bothering you.
Guys, so this is definitely forward thinking, future thinking. But when we get our own studio, can we have a mini fridge full of beverages?
Yeah.
Maybe not a mini fridge. Let's just do a regular fridge.
I don't know if that's a
An
very good
Xbox
idea.
Series X fridge.
Okay, yeah, an Xbox fridge. Why is it
And
not a
then
good
you
idea?
just-
Zay?
Huh?
Why is it not a good idea?
Because I feel like it's
That's
just
really
gonna
weird.
lead to battles. What can we keep in there?
We'll
Whose
just
is
have-
whose?
We'll just have 4 different shelves, and each one of us has our own
We'll-
shelf,
we'll
right?
each-
Well, it's like, oh, all my stuff's gone.
That's tough luck.
I'll drink.
Tough
Okay,
teams.
No, I don't like that. I'm not sharing the same fridge then. I'm not doing that.
But wait,
Here's
wait,
the
wait.
thing,
What if
here's
the
the thing.
business pays for all the drinks?
Okay, so we have someone regular. Because if, let's say, who's going to go out and buy the drinks?
So
That's what I was thinking. Is you got to buy your own
Thane's going to
drinks,
go
right?
stock. Thane's going to be the stock man.
We'll just request. We'll say.
Because, like, legit, no one's going to go out and just buy, 4 shelves of drinks? How many is that?
It's like, I've
None
done
of
it
us
once.
is going to do that.
I've done
We're not
it
gonna
once. It's
buy
not
your own
fun.
drinks and put them in the mini fridge.
Well, we could
It's
just.
a communist
at-
effort.
Wait,
If it
what?
was communist, then we'd all just share.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Communist
He
fridge.
doesn't want to share.
No, because, like, once they're gone, who's going to go buy new ones?
You'll buy your own. You're like, just
Okay.
like you do right now. You go, oh wow, I'm running out. Better go get some
Okay.
more.
Okay, the idea of sharing a fridge with a bunch of drinks, though, is like once one runs out, yours runs out, you're going to grab others. Is that correct?
The only reason we're sharing the fridge is because we want to keep it cold. Am I wrong?
We're arguing over drinks.
No. All I said.
Confused.
We have a fridge right now that we share with drinks.
Yeah, I'm just confused. Like, why
It's
an
not
issue?
just stocked full of drinks. All I'm saying is, like, if you get your own drinks, is everyone going to start taking your other people's if if theirs is gone?
If yours is gone, that's your fault. You got to fill it up
Okay,
yourself.
I'm fine with that right there. I'm fine
I
with
thought
that.
that's the whole thing was.
No. I'm just saying, I can see someone running out, and then you start taking everyone else's. Then they run out, and then they take someone else's.
So when
See,
I'm out of
that's-
Mountain Dew, I'm gonna go F, man. What do I have now? Blue Gatorade or sparkling water? Kill me
no,
now.
you're gonna take Thane's. You'll take Thane's.
I won't. I don't even like Gatorade.
They won't have Gatorade.
That's what he would have.
Sky would have Gatorade. I think.
I would.
Thane's got Gatorade
He
right
got
now.
Gatorade
Yeah.
right now.
No,
Oh, he does. He does have Gatorade.
I'm talking about he's not gonna have just a shelf full of Gatorade. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
He's gonna have
Probably
he's
have,
gonna
like-
have soda. He's gonna have
Yeah.
Sprite.
Thane likes
He's gonna-
Sprite.
So every time, so it's right there.
So
every time I
okay,
open
so
it,
the
on
line
one
of
of the
order.
ch-
Let's say Cole ran out. You'd probably go to Thane's shelf next, right?
I'm not gonna steal anybody.
Odds are.
If I wanted
Odds
to,
are, though.
I
Odds
would
are.
be like, Thane, can I have one of your drinks? And if he said no, I would go to the store, I guess, later on. Or I just grab a powdered G Fuel because I know I'll have that by then. Because I don't drink that enough, and I still got 2 tubs. That stuff's gonna last me 5 years, eh?
So here's the real kicker. We get sponsored by G Fuel, so that's all we're allowed to drink now on camera.
That's fine.
So we just got a fridge full of G Fuel, but it's just a powder, so
I'm
there's
really-
no reason
I'm
to
faking
keep
it.
it.
If
I'm
we,
faking
if
it.
we,
I'm faking it. I'll have the little mug. I'm faking it
So-
though.
if we get sponsored by G Fuel, can we like request our flavor to be like Mountain Dew then? I know you guys won't
Sure.
like it, but
We'll call it kitty litter.
Are you trying to say Mountain Dew's bad?
Yeah. So wait, there's gotta be important parts of this fridge. Be facing this way so the camera can see it when we open it enough. Like on the
So you
little
see the
side
logo?
door, you'll see a dildo right there.
Oh,
You just see the
like
lube.
suction cup
We'll
to it or
keep
I thought you
something?
meant we're
We'll
gonna
keep
see
the
the
bottle of
logo
lube.
of whatever's sponsoring.
We'll have the Radkatz logo right on the dildo.
Oh God.
What if we had our own? What if Adam and Eve we got sponsored and we got our own Radkatz lube?
That'd be cool.
And you had to
That'd be
refrigerate it.
amazing.
What
We
are
had
we
to
gonna call
refrigerate
it?
it?
What are we gonna call it?
Radkatz.
Special Sarah.
Meowsy sauce.
Let's think.
Mm.
What's
Um,
involving a cat?
Radkatz pussy juice.
It's so on the nose.
Zay, can you go like bleep that one? Like that one, I just don't want people to hear that one.
I don't
It's not
know
even that bad.
If I catch it, I will.
Oh, you
like
did-
that one's just like it's just a harmful ear.
So
ear
there's like
noise.
usually
That's
there's
like
there's
moist
usually
for
like
some people.
5.
yeah.
There's like 5 videos of 20 minutes. If it's near somewhere, like when I'm putting them together, if it's near that line, I'll bleep it. But if not,
There's
I'm not
no way
gonna
it's
come
gonna
through.
be. Sorry guys.
I'm not coming through.
Sorry y'all. You have to hear that nasty. I think what got me was the fact that he said juice and added it to something else, and I like juice, but
Oh my
like I don't know if
gosh.
I want
Yeah.
it applied with that.
Let's call it. Let's call it PJ.
That's a common thing.
It's
Like,
called
so
PJ
Cole-
Lube.
Cole, you only like the juice part. You don't like.
Well, Thane was looking pretty scrumptious today.
Oh my God.
I did take one of his bananas too.
Oh.
He said it was creamy.
What?
It was a little old.
What?
About 28 years. Just about 28 years old.
Ooh, it's just ripe.
I'm
Oh,
27.
Thing,
It's
what should
just
we-
about 28. You're
it's
not
just ripe for the picking.
You're almost 28.
Thing, what should we do for your 28th birthday? Should we throw you a rager?
You should leave me alone.
It's coming up, dude. It's coming up. That is insane.
Okay, well, when you turn 30, we're doing something. What are we gonna do? Let's plan it right now.
I'll be in a bunker.
Well, hopefully the world's not over by then.
When he's 30,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be over by then.
30, dude. Dane, you're almost 30.
Yeah, 2 years to
Probably
enjoy your
have to
life,
work
guys.
on my birthday.
And then
You
you're
have to
gonna
work
eat my
on your
bugs.
birthday this year.
Oh, man, that's
Dick.
crazy to think
I work on my birthday.
Thing, when you turn 30, I will be turning 27.
You work on your birthday. Birthdays are just another day.
I don't know if I don't know what day it lands on. I don't remember.
Birthdays are just another day.
This
I really
last
don't
one I
care
did.
about 'em.
It's on a Saturday, so I might
So
be
I got a
working.
question for you guys.
I didn't tell anyone at work though. I didn't tell anyone.
I don't tell people either
Yeah,
because
I
I don't
don't-
care
yeah.
about my
I
birthday.
keep it sealed.
See,
Because maybe I would have quit Wendy's by now. I don't know.
The nice part about it is I do get. Oh, Sky, you nastied it up in here.
I'm really sorry.
The nice part about birthdays is I do get like special treatment from people, but like other than that, it's like I don't really care. Like the special treatment's nice, but I don't need it.
See, that's one thing that, like, maybe this is just a me thing, but I don't like it when I get singled out and people are like, oh, happy birthday. Like, it's nice and stuff, but it's in the same vein as, like, when I get injured and people are very sympathetic towards me. I don't like it.
You have
You
a
don't
whole
like that when people
you have
try
a
to
whole.
help you.
You break your femur and you have a cast on.
Well,
That
it's
you're
like
talking about?
when I hurt my elbow and I had to go to work and everyone's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. What happened? Can we do anything for you? And I'm like,
why are you
I'm okay,
sorry?
thanks.
You're like, there's a lot you can do
You
for
need
me,
to
but I
make-
can't say it in public.
Yeah, make dinner for my family.
That-
You should have said that. No, you should have said
Yeah.
make dinner for my family. They assume you have a wife and kids, and then make dinner
Oh,
just
so-
for us.
so then-
I'll be
game
the-
or play.
I'll be the little boy. I'll be
Game
the
or
son.
play.
I'll be your son.
Game
Dad,
or
when,
play.
what's for dinner
They
tonight?
actually say when they see
Mountain
your
Dew
arm,
voodoo.
they said, "I'm sorry." Did they actually say that?
Yeah, I had a lot of people say, oh, I'm so
what
sorry.
did you actually? What did they think they actually like were responsible for you breaking your arm? I don't get that.
I don't.
Like,
It's just people being nice. Like, obviously, I do the same thing, so I'm a hypocrite when I say that. But when it's geared towards me, I'm not a fan.
So you're selfish is what you're saying.
I mean, it's
Sure,
actually
yeah.
I think it's opposite.
Because he's selfishly wanting to pamper people when they're hurt, but he's unwilling to accept it for himself.
Is that
Yeah, no,
selfish?
that's being a hypocrite.
It's a form of selfishism. Selfishism.
Selfishness.
Selfishness. Thank you. that's actual word.
Shellfishism.
He eats a lot of shrimp. Okay, I don't know what else to say. Sometimes clams are thrown in.
Yeah, he likes the elf on the shelf,
I
guys.
usually when something bad happens to someone, I realize I never say I'm sorry or I never really like apologize for them because there's nothing to apologize for.
Yeah,
I
it's just
said,
because you're a jerk.
that's
Thing.
rough, buddy.
Yeah, you're just like F you. That
It's like,
sucks.
nor I say, oh, my condolences or something like that.
I mean, you could.
You've said my condolences.
No, he said he
No.
hasn't. He said he
No,
hasn't.
I said like, oh, that's
That's way out of
unfortunate.
character.
so
Hopefully
polite.
everything gets
My
better.
condolences.
Nobody died. I stubbed my toe.
Maybe if
I'd
he
say
was at,
something
maybe
more
if
like
he was at
that's
work, he might.
unfortunate or that sucks.
With like proper speaking work thing. Because the other day when Skylar called you at work, you said something. I was like, wow. Thing was very, very kind and proper the way he spoke to Sky on the phone. What did you say? Oh,
Well,
you were
at
like
work? When he was at work?
You were like he was like Sky calls him, goes, Thane, we're gonna go get some food. You guys, do you want any? And he's like, I appreciate it, but I don't think I'll be able to make it. But if you guys are willing to wait, I would love to go with you guys, or something just very
If
proper.
not,
Yeah.
just give me the spaghetti and meatballs.
Just very kind about it. I'm like, that's not Thane. What did you do to Thane?
But that
I'm
was the
at
day that
work.
Thane came home.
Wendy's
and
has
he was
really
he was
changed
really
him.
pumped
Wendy's
though.
has changed him.
Thane came home
I'm
and he
just
had a
at
good
work.
day.
Probably because I have to interact with people.
You had a good day though.
Yeah, he came home and he
Sometimes
was so
they'll
happy.
put me up on the window and I have to talk to people.
Oh, you get that kind of customer service kind
Yeah.
of vibe going on.
I remember there's this one lady. I probably
Oh,
sold
the
this,
fakeness.
Yeah.
but there's that one lady for DoorDash, and
Yeah, I know what it's like. I've done it. and
she's like just comes up here like, and we have to wait for the fries, and I just like, you're at DoorDash.
I know you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's like, I've been waiting here. I keep waiting for you guys, and you don't bring my food out. And she was like yelling at me. It's like, I don't know how to handle this, and so my boss comes behind me, and she's like, handles like, well, get your food out when you're ready. It's like,
You should have said you and everyone else, lady.
yeah, but that
Those
apparently that
DoorDashers are
DoorDash
kinda-
lady is notorious, and they like blocked her number because of how bad she is. Like,
Well,
she just,
Oh, they know who she is.
Yeah, well, it's because like a lot of those DoorDashers, like that's their job, and so they kind of treat it like some truck
They're
drivers
probably trying to
where
get
they
the
get
thing,
paid by the
though.
load instead of paid by
Here's
the
the
hour.
thing, though.
They want to get a nice rating.
almost
They're late.
every DoorDash
Mhm.
order person has been patient and understanding. It's like, oh, it's
That's
gonna be
usually
a
how
little
most
late. It's
people
like,
are,
oh,
though.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
just
that's
a-
how most
yeah.
people are, especially DoorDash. But like that lady was like, she was psycho. She's like, I want it right now. Get it here. It's like, what? It's like,
I want it
Okay.
all. I want it. I want it now.
Yeah, I imagine
My
she's
money.
just trying to
I
make a
want the
bunch of
whole
money.
world,
Like, that's her actual
Jamie
and I
Bob
job.
want it
Wentworth.
now. No, that's what is that? Violet from Willy Wonka.
You know, you could have said thing. You
Oh,
could
what's her
have.
name? Freak, not Violet. What's her name? The girl.
Violet, you're
Veruca
turning
Salt?
Violet.
No, the girl that likes the eggs, the golden eggs.
Yeah, Veruca
I
Salt.
could have
That's her
said,
name?
not today.
I want it now.
Violet
Or
Moore.
I want it all. I
Yeah,
can't even
Violet's the one that blows up into blueberry. I
You're
think
like,
it's
Violet,
Veruca.
you're turning Violet.
Wait. The song you said, I
Maybe I
want
wanted
it
the whole
all and I
movie.
want it now, is a Queen song. I
And I
want
want
it
it
all.
No, it's not. No, no, no.
I
I was trying
want
to sing
it
that
all.
what the girl was saying.
I want it all.
wanted to sing it.
I
We're gonna
want it now.
I
She
wasn't
wanted
singing
the
that.
Queen
I
of
want a
Bananas.
squirrel, Daddy. It's like, I already got you 2 turtles, a giraffe, a
I
horse,
want the
3
world. Oh, I want the
3
whole world. I
hippopotamuses,
think she
2
said
dogs,
that.
4 cats. Well, I want the squirrel, Daddy. And then she's like, but I want a golden goose. And then she goes and sits on it. You're a bad egg, and throws her in the dumpster.
No, doesn't she sing? She sings, and then it does that.
Yeah.
I want the world. I want the whole world.
Okay.
I think It's,
Controversial opinion.
that's it. You don't think it's a good movie?
Oh no, I love Willy Wonka.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a great movie.
The first one's better than the
He's
the
like
new one.
Snowpiercer's better.
and I think they're making another one too.
With Johnny Depp.
I don't think
No,
it's
I
Johnny
think
Depp.
it's in another remake.
Yeah, another remake.
Well, the
How
thing
many times
is,
can you remake the movie.
what's his name? Ron. How do you pronounce his name? The
Who?
author?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, the author of Charlie and Chocolate Factory, he didn't like the movie with Gene Wilder in it, so his like his estate said they cannot make the sequel to the book. They can't make a movie out of it.
Huh?
It's like, damn, dude. Like
Gene
that's
Wilder was great though.
Yeah, I really like
everyone
the original
loved that
Willy
film
Wonka.
except for the author. I think the author like hated a lot of the live action adaptations because like even though a lot of them were considered good, like I guess if like they had like one part or like a few words changed, I think he just hated it. Like he's one of those really stingy guys. Like I guess he just didn't like his stuff getting adapted.
I don't think I've ever seen the remake all the way through.
It's okay.
Never.
If you like
Um,
Johnny
really
Depp,
liked
you'll
it.
probably like
I
it.
thought
And
it
that's
was
the
cool.
thing. The original Willy Wonka ends like on a cliffhanger where it's like, we're going on the elevator. Phew, and that's where the next book leads.
Spoilers. Sorry, spoilers, guys.
Well, you don't know who made it to the elevator.
That's true.
It was Violet.
Good
Yeah,
point.
I-
It's the guy who won Squid Game.
I
Yeah.
think.
No
Correct me if
way.
I'm wrong, but didn't a lot of people get hurt on the set of the first Willy Wonka?
I don't know.
Weren't they like? Wasn't there
Was
like
it-
notorious
Wasn't
injuries?
the kid who was in there get trapped in
Poltergeist
there?
did. I don't know if like that's what you're talking about. Someone died on the set of Poltergeist.
Really?
They think that it was like super haunted.
Oh,
What's
wow.
Poltergeist?
So
You
is
never
The
seen
Exorcist.
Poltergeist?
The Exorcist was also
Dang,
really
Cole.
haunted. I haven't seen
It's another
Poltergeist
one of those
all
classic
the way.
'80s movies that
I haven't seen all of Poltergeist.
It's
I
a
should watch
scary
that
one.
one, not the Sam Rockwell version. Ugh.
you've never seen Poltergeist. Damn.
We should watch Poltergeist because I've only seen a few scenes, but I
Oh
kinda know-
man, my
I just
parents
don't
would
care
watch
for
that
scary
when I was
things,
little.
guess.
That was a scary one.
That's
They've
like
never
a
interested
classic.
me.
I need to watch both the good Toby Hooper films, Texas Chainsaw.
Maybe it's because I like
and
the
Poltergeist.
emotions I get from other things more than I get like the emotions of being scared. And I don't get scared as easily either. So maybe that's another part of it. I don't know. I just don't really care much for scary movies or scary things in general.
But are you like thick in the sense that you like to watch little kids die in Star Wars?
No, I didn't like it. Now it became a meme, so I can't not laugh every time I see it. But like when I first watched it, I was
Did you
like,
feel
I
bad?
wasn't like,
You were like,
get him, Anakin, get him.
You were
I
like
wasn't
smiling.
that.
You didn't do like a little
No.
grin. Like I know what's gonna
after
happen
I've been on
here.
Reddit. After I've been on Reddit a lot, like it's kind of turned it around a little bit. And it's kind of messed up.
I guess Reddit did one good thing then. Right?
Crap, what was I gonna say? I don't remember.
Oh,
We were
man.
something along the lines of like I like other haunted houses, for example.
You don't like those?
Like I don't really care much for them. I remember when I was in high school, the only reason I ever went to haunted houses was so that I could hold the girl's hand that I'm with. And like other than that, I was like, haunted houses are
Man.
kind of dumb. I don't really get scared at them.
The problem with that is you have to do so much just to get to that point.
You really
It's like,
do. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't date
Damn.
anymore, because of all that effort. And
Well, Cole, you don't have to go to a haunted mansion every time. You know, you can do less effort once. You know.
So here's a random thought. So you're on an online chat room because you're still stuck in 2004 or something.
oh,
All
I'm
right,
an MSN
then.
Messenger.
Yeah. And
AOL.
But then, do you guys know
And-
that noise?
Dude, I
So
used
you're
to chat
having-
on that stuff all the time.
and you're having
I
a
didn't
chat.
know anything about it. Some people were like, the girls were like, "Get it? It's fun. It's cool." I'm like, "What is it?" And that's how I got introduced to it. It
Here's the
sucks.
thing. You're having a
Sucks.
chat with a girl who you think is of age, like she's like around your age, maybe a
Chris
little
Hansen.
younger, but she's definitely above 18. and then you go to the house and like you see this like obviously 13-year-old girl. Like would you like was like would you think like am I a pedo? It's like
Oh yeah,
you're
they
on
get
you're on
freaky.
To Catch a Predator thing.
no,
Well,
but like no, here's
it's like
the
the
thing.
reverse catfish. Like she
Yeah.
says she's like 21, but she's not.
Oh
No, there was I remember there's a story where like
no,
this-
you're not a pedo. You're not a pedo.
No, in
'cause-
that moment, would you think, am I like, because you like see it, like,
In that moment, you definitely be freaking out.
yeah, you.
oh yeah,
definitely
I'd be
freak
so
out.
nervous. I'd be like,
What
what?
would you do? Would you just run away, or would you say, I'm like, you clearly don't want to, but like, how would you handle it? Like, what if their parents are there, and you're like, oh god.
They're like, "Oh, Charlie, welcome in. We're,
they
we're watching
welcome
the
you
game
in.
all together. Want to play some Mario Kart later?" And you're just like, "I'm 27."
What in the fuck?
You just run, turn and run.
Oh no.
And then Chris Hansen says, "How did you have a seat right there?" It's like, what?
Chris Hansen's like, "Pull up a Joy-Con, Charlie. We got a spot for you in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe."
He's like
Oh, no.
quizzing you while you're racing.
No,
He's like,
so-
if you lose this race, you're getting arrested.
So no. What would be funny? Yeah. What would be funny is if you were fine when you showed up and you're talking, but if you took the controller, that's when you got arrested. It's like, you want to play Mario Kart? It's like,
Like,
get 'em, boys.
I guess.
We
Apprehend
found the
this
gamer.
man.
We found the gamer.
Get them. He's a gamer.
Welcome to Dateline NBC. How to catch a gamer.
It's the easiest thing. Want to play Mario Kart? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Of course I want to play
sure.
Mario Kart.
That could be like a
So-
show in China since they banned gaming, where you can only game like a couple hours a week. How to catch a gamer.
Oh, that'd be a funny show.
Uh,
That'd be
Oh,
a really
man.
funny show.
They just freaking
So
they monitor their Amazon purchases and eBay purchases and everything, so they know if you bought games or not.
Damn.
I have no idea. I'm just riffing, guys. Those are all jokes, except for the
there's-
thing they really did ban. They didn't ban, but they put a restriction on gaming.
I'd like to
an
know
hour a
that
day or
law.
something.
I want to see how it's enforced, or like what happens if you break that
It's got to
law.
be a parental thing, right?
it's got to be parental, and I bet there's not a lot of like consequence. I bet it's not that
pretty
high.
sure they monitor
think
your
so?
internet because I'm pretty sure a lot
They
of
have to. Yeah, you would
consoles-
think, right? Because let's say the parents go along with it. They're fine with it. Like, what's the point? I
don't
think
know,
they're going to
China's-
monitor who is playing more than they're saying.
Here's
If
the
maybe
thing.
they suspect someone is.
But I don't know if they're gonna make like that much of a big deal about it. Like it's a big enough deal where they made a law about it. I don't know how well it will be enforced. I guess is what
They
I'm
don't
trying
want
to
the
say.
children
I'm gonna
to be
look it up. I'm gonna
brainwashed
look
by
it
the
up.
video game.
do
China's
it,
government
do it.
is such a poop show right now. It is horrible. And
Yep.
I'm kind of sad that Jackie Chan says, "Yeah, I'm all for the Chinese government." It's like, no, Jackie.
What about LeBron?
No, it's,
guy
no,
is
Dennis
not
Dennis
good.
Rodman, not LeBron. Dennis Rodman.
Wait, no, LeBron James.
I don't know much about politics, so I. have
Freaking John Cena and those memes. He's like doing just like, oh, he's clearly in the
So this would-
CCP's
I don't know.
grasp.
Dude.
This is what it
I'm
says.
just
This is
going
what it
off
says.
the memes, dude.
So China has barred online gamers under the age of 18 from playing on weekdays and limited their play to just 3 hours most weekends.
On weekdays, that's horrible. That's the only time you can really enjoy video games as a kid.
What do you mean? Weekends.
Only on weekends.
No, it
You
says
can play 3 hours a weekend.
playing on weekends and limited their play to just 3 hours most weekends.
Oh.
So they can't even play during the week, I don't think. I think it's just on weekends. Starting this week, minors will be allowed only 1 hour playtime between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Friday, weekends, and public holidays.
That's
see.
horrible.
I want to see.
That's
I
just-
want to see what happens though. What is
That's.
Say
God,
it, say
China's such a joke.
Good thing we don't live there.
I'm talking about the government.
Well,
not the
we could
people.
still play games. We're not younger than 18.
Yeah, true.
We wouldn't be a part of the
I didn't
law.
read the
Yeah.
fine print of the.
But
18
no,
part.
like
It's definitely
It's
just
worse-
for kids, so that they don't be addicted
no,
to
it's
Fortnite.
worse
or
than the
other,
video games over
China
there. There's
games.
so much other stuff.
like Call of Duty Mobile.
What's interesting is I feel like they should be implementing more video games in school as far as how to teach kids. Like, I remember playing Space Invaders to learn how to type, and that was fun. I enjoyed that. Or the zombie
be-
typing
Was that
one.
really Space Invaders though?
Okay, the typing knockoff of Space
Yeah.
Invaders. But, or there was the zombie typing
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I remember
House of the
playing that.
Type or Typing of the Dead.
Yeah, that was fun too. It's like, God, I'm
Wait,
really
they
glad
let
I
you play
played
that in
this.
elementary school?
Not elementary. It was
Okay.
like, I don't even think I played it in junior high. I remember doing the Space Invaders one in junior high, though. I think the Typing of the Dead was probably something I did on my own, but
It was definitely something you don't know. They would have not.
They
have
did
done
have
wish they
Typing of
would've
the
had
Dead
that in
Overkill
school.
on Steam.
well, I wouldn't play it now
Why not?
because I'll just play House of the Dead with light guns. That would be fun.
But you don't. We don't.
No, Typing the
we don't
Dead.
have light guns though, or
Well-
CRTs.
Well, then,
Oh,
Type.
yeah.
Type.
I'll just
like-
use my mouse. and
Well,
keyboard.
you could.
Or just my mouse.
Well,
It's not fun with a mouse and keyboard.
Well-
no, it's not.
you can do a House of the Dead Wii. I don't know how well that is. The Wii version of House of the Dead,
Does-
but
Is there a House of the Dead on the Switch? Do they have any
I-
on-rail shooters on the Switch? They have to, right?
I don't know. They might, but
Sin and Punishment when that's on the N64, I guess.
that's not a really rail shooter. Well,
it
it
isn't?
is.
I thought it was.
Well, it is on rails, but it's
Oh.
not like a pew pew pew, like aim the gun
What's
at the
the one you
screen.
have on the Wii? The unopened one.
That's Sin and Punishment Star Successor. That's a shmup. That's just like
Mm.
a old school shmup. It's on rails, and like you just I guess you aim the. You
I'm gonna
would
look up on-rail
aim
shooters.
the mouse at the
For the Switch?
screen.
Yeah.
I can't even find what the consequences are.
So, real quick, just because I looked at it and feel like I need to say something about it because I didn't talk for like 5 minutes. So, the Willy Wonka, Veruca Salt girl, she did get hurt. Everything in the chocolate room was actually edible. The chocolate river wasn't actually made out of chocolate.
May have shot like a cocoa or something.
It was
brown
water with
water.
food coloring.
Yeah,
And I think cocoa powder.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay. There's some.
And,
oh,
but
and
in
then-
the remake, it was actual chocolate. They
Yeah.
did like
Okay.
like 1 million gallons of it, and they said like there's so many people wading through it and operating it that was not edible. Like it smelled like garbage afterwards.
Gross. And then the last little fun fact I wanted to say.
Didn't the fat kid didn't he actually get stuck in the tube and they had to like?
I'm not sure. I just read that he didn't want. He
Augustus.
Augustus didn't like drinking from the
Augustus
chocolate
Goop.
water.
Guys,
Oh, they
just
made him
goop.
drink from it.
Well, you know the scene. He goes in there and like starts scooping
yeah.
from it.
Oh yeah.
But then
It's horrible.
the kid that played Charlie from the original, he never acted again after that. That was his only
Really?
role. Yeah.
Probably a bad
I
experience.
swore I saw him in something else. Maybe it was before
Probably a
that.
bad experience.
So the
So-
I'll go for it, Zay.
I was gonna say. So it says the Chinese government plans to enforce the ban by requiring minors to register to games with their real names and requiring gaming companies to ask for real names as well.
That doesn't sound fun to me, right there.
That's just horrible.
But it will be better. You won't have people in China in league saying KYS at least, because they'll be
See
like,
the
"Hey,
real name.
we know it's you. You can't hide behind a screen name now." So I guess there's some good of it too. If everybody on the internet had to use their real name, I don't think there'd be as much toxicity. I know there
So
would
much
be
online bullying.
toxicity and bullying, but there wouldn't be as much for sure. All right, so the on-rail shooters, I'm just going to list off a couple of them. House of the Dead is getting like remakes. Next year, House of the Dead 1, and I guess
yeah.
2023 House of the Dead 2 is getting one.
Oh yeah.
But then the big one was the Panzer Dragoon remake. I forgot about that one. But apparently,
That's not really you point at the screen, but it is.
it is an on-rail
rail
shooter. Apparently, the Panzer Dragoon remake was not good though. It's gotten better since launch, but it's still not as good as the original Sega Saturn version. Apparently, this is coming from another podcast. A bunch of old people that play games. The Player One podcast. They were really hyped about the Panzer Dragoon remake, and it came out.
Can
and they
you
were all
unlock the
disappointed.
original in the game, or is it just the remake?
No, it's just the remake.
Oh, that sucks. They should have had the option to unlock the original. Like just a port of the Saturn
So
version.
I guess Thane will get this. You know how the reticle in Panzer Dragoon's like in the distance?
Yeah.
And it's like its own actual physical thing in the
Yeah,
world?
I think it like locks onto.
In the remake, it was an overlay, so it's even over the top of the dragon.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
horrible.
It was really bad. But they fixed that. That's one of the things they fixed. But what thing?
Well, if they fix it, I guess like it could be better. See, that's the thing about modern games. Like back in the day, if it wasn't good, like there's something you didn't like or it's glitched up, like they couldn't really fix it. I mean, like unless like Sonic Adventure 2, when there's like the last Eggman level at the beginning, it'd fall through the floor, so they had to.
I know what he's.
So
I already know what he's talking
new copies, they had to like
Well, I think that was
fix the
also.
glitch.
Well, here's the thing: is I think that glitch was also utilized for piracy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think it accidentally got pumped down to real copies.
Well, it's in every copy because it's for. No. It's. If you pirated the game, they somehow had it programmed. I mean, game companies
so
do
it's
that
a
all the time.
piracy thing.
Yeah, so if you pirated the game, then you would just fall through the
Okay.
floor and you could never.
Okay. I know anti-piracy measures. There's quite a few fun ones like Earthbound. The screen was filled with enemies, and when you managed to get to the final boss, it would just kill you. Like it was impossible to defeat. It's like dang. I like that as a modded version, like the pirate version, except the boss is actually beatable. That'd be interesting. But okay. I don't remember what I was gonna continue with.
So speaking of
Good
video games,
podcasting.
last Friday I put out a video about Shadow Warrior 2.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. The story was trash, but
What would
the
you
game
rate
was
it,
good.
What would you rate it today?
No, I was gonna rate it as Segway. Not bad.
Oh.
Yeah, Segway. was
You like
pretty good.
that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Zay. What do you rate the Segway?
Good gameplay, bad story.
Oh, okay.
That's
Thanks. Yeah, we put out a video on Shadow Warrior 2. It's fun. It's a shorter one, so it's not gonna like take all your time of the day, but it's a fun one to watch. Thane's in it. He makes a guest appearance.
That title is like 90% of video games.
Yeah, that's for sure. But this one, I don't know. I just feels like it went above and beyond, especially because the first one story was pretty good.
It was more down to earth, and this one kind of just pooped.
Yeah, but it's a fun little video. The game is pretty fun, so go check it out if you're interested in the series at all. I don't spoil the game really, so I mean I talk about the beginning, so like the first hour or so. But other than that, it's pretty cool. You can go check it out. No spoilers. See if the game's a game that you would like to play. And I wanted to talk about a couple specific things if we get to them. But there's one that I thought of the other day. Now I've had this idea for a while, but not the specific subject. I came up with the subject while I was at work because it has to do with work. So what it is what would you do from your... So let's paint the scenario. You're kind of done at your job. You're like, I don't want to work here anymore. You've been there for a long time. You already have something even better lined up and ready to go. And there's no repercussions for anything you're about to do. But what would you do to get yourself fired from your old job or your current job right now, I guess? Something that you would do to get yourself fired. You won't have to take any of the repercussions for it. And you're getting ready to move on to something else, so you just want to leave that job. And maybe it's like something that had been like bothering you for so long, you just always wanted to do something just to like be done with it. And I'll give you guys my example while you guys are thinking. So my current job, you might have to explain a little bit about your job too to get the whole reasoning behind it. So my job is I'm a parts receiver at a online tool warehouse, and I have these carts that I wheel around. They're pretty large, probably 7 feet tall, 7 feet tall, something like that.
And they're heavy.
They're very heavy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so like it's got like a front and a back, and each side it's filled with little cubbies, like probably 50 cubbies per side, and I just put parts in them as I'm receiving them. And then I take that cart and I bring it over to our shelves, and I start putting them where they're supposed to go. And when I'm like, sometimes when I'm just like, I'm pulling that thing around and it's just got all that weight, I kind of get into this like swingy motion where I kind of just like swing it and then I like adjust it so it goes through the warehouse without hitting anything. But one of the things I always wanted to do, and I thought of this would be like, I would clearly get fired for this one probably, because it'd just be crazy. I want to take that cart and just start spinning with it like a hammer throw style, and then just let it go as hard as I can into the wall or into a pole or into another one of the shelves or something, and just watch everything go boom. And it'd be such a loud noise too, and it's just explosion of stuff just flying everywhere. There'd be plastic from each of the containers getting broken off and chipped and flying. There would be just parts flying around everywhere. Some of these things are pretty small, and we get like 50 to 100 of them at a time. So I imagine one of those just goes boom. I just keep thinking about it. I'm never going to do it because that's just rude to really screw something up. But if I were to get fired with no repercussions towards myself and I had something better lined up, that's kind of what I would want to do.
But what if it's like way out of line? Like what if they like call you worthless and they like kind of call you out?
No repercussions. You
No, but
literally
what
get,
if they say that to you though?
No, there's no repercussions.
There'd be no reason. There'd be nothing they could do to make you do that on your own without that thought of no repercussions.
No. Yeah, I would never do it.
Oh, okay. What if they keyed your car?
Oh, jeez. Maybe. I don't think I would actually want to do that.
What if your boss didn't like you and he's like,
What if they
"This
took a
son of
dump
bitch,"
on
and
your
then
cart that you have to wheel around? They just pooped in every box that you have to touch.
I wouldn't use it. I've got like 5 carts. So they did it in every single cart.
Yeah, every cart.
That'd take months to poop in.
What if they pooped on your car or they keyed your car? Would that be enough?
I think I would just quit. If they keyed it, I would just like, I would get financial repercussions, like financial
Support.
Not support.
It's
Financial
refunded,
reimbursement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
reimbursement.
I would get that, but I wouldn't like do what I was saying. Mine was just like a crazy scenario.
Oh, okay.
There's not a lot you could get me to, like, there's not a lot you could do to me to make me that mad where I'd want to just really screw somebody's life.
Oh, okay.
And that obviously wouldn't screw their life, but it'd be like a good solid hour probably of them fixing everything. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's cheaper than fixing your keyed car, probably.
probably. But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't try to be a jerk, I guess. Plus, I like my job. My coworkers are nice. My bosses
What are you
going to
do, Thane? What are you doing?
So there's an extremely rude
There's a
customer.
chili. There's a nice chili thing.
When there is, or there is always
There's
one.
an
Guy's
extreme
laughing, he knows.
customer. I'd be like, hey, you know what? I would say have a nice day, but no, go fuck yourself.
And then you grab the fry oil,
Oh,
throw it on
I
him.
get arrested for that.
No,
there's
no repercussions.
No
Oh,
repercussions.
no repercussions.
Yeah, you can literally do anything.
Then would you
Absolutely anything.
Start a
Yeah,
grease
throw the
fire.
throw the grease on. Just dump it on.
start a grease fire?
Freaking singe their hairs and melt their face.
No. What you could do is, would you ever poop in the chili to like get at someone?
Yeah.
Like, what if someone? What if?
in the chili?
What if you did it as a prank?
No. Someone orders chili. It's like, all right, here's a large chili.
Throws the whole
Oh,
No, it's like one chili. Okay, you grab the cup, undo it, go. It's your chili, man.
No. Then you top it with the chili. This like
It's so
bon
mean.
appetit. And then you
feces
just
A knowing
for me
thing,
is
it's
a
like,
bit
oof.
extreme.
You're getting fired,
Oh.
Thane. You may as well go out with
no,
a bang.
yeah, knowing thing, you're gonna get 2 things of chili in that thing. It's just gonna be like so runny. It's not gonna be very
Yeah,
solid
you're gonna have
surface
double
there.
the chili.
Oh,
Ah!
but you
That's
would never
really
poop in the
gross.
chili to like get at someone though. Like, what if you have like
No,
a dick customer? You know they're
Yeah,
getting
that
chili.
DoorDash lady.
You know they're getting chili.
no, it's
Yeah,
not
'cause it's
hers.
going
It's
to someone
someone
else.
else's.
Let's say you have a really rude customer and you have enough time to get back there and poop in the chili and then give it to them. Would you do it? No repercussions.
So say like maybe she orders something for herself and I put anthrax in it.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh,
gosh.
that's a lot worse.
It's just the CD, though. It's just the album.
I know there's no repercussions, but I don't really want to harm anybody's body or kill anybody even.
Nate has really violent scenarios in
No,
his
I'm just
head.
kidding.
I think we kind of nudged him that way though, because he just told some lady to f off at the beginning.
He started at that.
We evolved it.
Poop. You said throw grease
Yeah,
in
yeah,
their face.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
said
death
poop.
though.
I just said poop in the
That
chili.
really f's them up though.
Yeah, but it's not anthrax.
I guess.
Pooping in the chili is not that bad.
They could die from that.
Yeah.
If they take a little bite,
think so?
I imagine they're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, "What the?"
You think you would actually die from eating somebody's poop? I don't think that's how it works. I think you'd be fine.
it'd be
You
like
could
that
die
one
from
guy who
eating
worked
human
in
Probably
beings.
could, but I
You
feel like
could.
I feel like it's
story
very
of this
rare.
one guy who like
Was that? Is that I think it's hepatitis C.
no
Get
this
it-
guy he had like this mixtape and he put it in some Happy Meal where it's supposed to be a CD and like the lady played it and like she had the best disc. Like not only it was the music extremely inappropriate, but it had some of the weakest bars I've ever heard on a song.
Oh, just
poor
roast
guy.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what Google says. According to the Illinois Poison Center, eating poop is minimally toxic. However, poop naturally contains the bacteria commonly found in the intestines.
E. coli.
While these bacteria don't harm you when they're in your intestines, they're not meant to be ingested in your mouth. So
So it could hurt, but most likely not kill you.
Yeah, you have to
It's,
have a special combination.
Probably
Yeah.
low chances.
it sounds like you'll get sick, but probably not die.
You get pink eye, that's for sure.
You got
well,
pink
unless you
mouth.
put the
Get
chili in
pink
your
mouth.
eye, yeah, sure.
I guess I feel like you
Nobody's
like,
putting their chili in their eyes.
if you're like smelling it, you're like,
Dude loves
like,
the
really
chili
close.
so much. He's like, oh.
It's like
I
it's
can
like
see
you
that.
put your spoon in.
It's in
You
his
put your
chili.
spoon
Yeah.
in, and it's like not coming through. Like you can't get it up, and it finally goes. All slap.
Well, it's like ice cream consistency. So you're like, why is my chili like ice cream?
Like you're like the spork's not coming. The spork's not.
No, stop! I want to move on! Move on from me!
Thing's dying. Thing's literally dying.
What happens when they're just like they're mixing around? They're like, my chili's.
Thing, stop.
It's so they're mixing the chili and it's got the ice cream consistency. And then when they pull it out, it's got like that the little tail. And it's like got chili beans in me, but you see the tail. And you're just like, oh my
Okay, no more. They needs to calm down because Colby's on a call.
yelling.
Move on, please.
All right, Zay, how are you getting fired?
Like this.
You're fired
It's
from
like-
this podcast. Get out!
how would I get fired?
That's how you got fired, Sky. Get out of this room right now.
You said it. I just added to it.
Yeah, that's how you get fired.
I don't know what I would do to get fired.
Would you just yell at
There's
somebody?
there's never
On
been
the
a
phone,
time.
I could just like go off on someone.
Yeah,
you know?
you could.
But I would want more fun than that.
It's got to be something that's kind of like bothered you at work. Like the reason why mine came up is just because like it doesn't necessarily bother me, but like when it's really heavy, it's because I got a ton of stuff and I load that thing like super full to the max, and I just don't want to put it away. I was like, this sucks, and so it's got to be something that kind of like bothered you, nudged you in that direction. I think.
Towards violence. Gotcha.
I guess violence, but like things, for example, obviously customers would nudge him in that direction. I think customers would probably nudge you in that direction as well, just like going off.
Well,
on
if
something
I
on
had
the
a
phone.
really mean, I get at least 1 or 2 rude people a day, like really mean. Yeah, I would probably just go off on them.
Sheila,
I'd be like, you're
You
nothing
trace-
special. I would just go off.
yeah, I hope you
Do you think you'd
KYS.
actually get fired from that though?
Oh yeah, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you could get away with one.
I would
though.
either do that.
I don't know.
I would do that, and then probably I would want to like just piss on stuff. That's what I would want to do. That's what I would wanna
Postal
do.
2 style.
Fine.
That was gonna be yours. It's like that's a nice
Postal
saxophone
2.
you got there.
He's playing and I pee into the
Oh.
He's like,
Gross.
he's like blowing out a tuba, and my piss is.
We'll get to yours. We'll get to yours. Continue.
Are you gonna pee on all the computers and the phones? Oh, you know what you should do?
Put
I-
just
Put super
destruction.
glue on the back of all the phones, or like hot glue, so when people grab the phones, they're just melting their hands, but it's stuck to their hands.
You could glue all the phones to the receivers. So every time they try to pick up a phone, they can't because it's stuck to the receiver. They're like trying to pull it apart to answer the phone. And they just
Some
can't
pe-
answer the
Some
phone.
people use headsets. What if I were to like really like super glue the headset?
Oh,
Oh, it's
It's
like
like
stuck in their head.
Oh, it's in my pocket.
I'd like to do that. Maybe I'd put something inside the chairs so when they sit down, the old
Like a
classic.
tack?
Yeah, not tacks. I do something better than that. Maybe like
A
just some.
fart thingy?
Maybe one of those. Maybe I put like airbags in all the chairs.
Like,
ever seen those
like that
videos?
scene
what's
from
that show?
People sit down on the.
Roommates.
Yeah,
or-
roommates.
Yeah.
Or is it
The
what's
VFX
neighbors?
Yeah, the
Neighbors.
VFX thing we saw.
Yeah. With freaking
That'd
Seth
be
Rogen.
crazy. The thing is
Zac
like all the
Efron.
people I work with, most like mainly, I mean, really everyone's nice. So it's like the people that
Yeah,
are
that's
rude
honestly the
that I
hard
would
part for me,
want to
too.
do that to are gone now. So like, I
I don't
know.
really have any rude people at my work. So that's part of why I don't really want to do what I want to do. 'Cause I don't want to screw anybody else's like life up for
Yeah,
an hour, I guess. But
yeah, that'd be funny. I think what I would do to really top it off, I'd curse out a patient that's just being really rude, and then I'd probably send an email to everyone, just saying like, so and so you're not good at this, so and so you're not good at this. I'd probably
like
do
tell
that.
them what they're all bad at the
yeah,
job.
Yeah,
That's actually
I'd probably
good.
do that. I'd
That's
probably do
clever.
that.
I like that.
So then, in a way, I'm like showing what people aren't doing.
Gary,
There's a lot
I
of
know you
those at
cheated
my
on
work.
your
There's
wife.
a lot of people those. And then I'd probably just piss on stuff. That's probably what I would do.
That's just the end. I just pee on everything.
Gary, you cheated on your
Maybe
wife
I
with
would-
Sharon.
Maybe
It's
I would
like-
dump milk into like the phones into like the little like grate thing. So then it dries out and then you can smell it.
No.
That's
That's bad.
like,
That's
I can't hear. Oh!
I can't hear you. Yeah, that's probably what I
up.
want to do.
What would you do to get fired, Sky?
Mine's tough, dude, because I really like my job. And
Yeah,
there's-
I think we all kind of like our job, kind of. Very
Would you
air
s-
quotey, but
Would you slam a drum over a parent's head and then take two cymbals, go? Psh?
that's from the
Jeez.
show.
Oh, Sky, I thought you were
What
gonna
is that
or
from,
Thane?
Thane?
Thane, I thought you were
know,
gonna say.
but like it's like a classic like slapstick thing.
I
Thane, I
swear
thought you were gonna
that's from,
say
like,
the drumsticks,
SpongeBob.
the drumsticks, and run them into their eardrums.
Oh.
Play those drums. It's just
That's like John Wick thing where it's like he's like got a bunch of items and he like uses cymbals and he's and like sticks it in the throat.
oh god. Yeah, I don't know. Like we have like 10 pianos, so maybe I would just like poop and pee in the pianos and ruin
Oh.
Yeah,
them.
that's just gross.
Yeah. But it'd ruin them if I like peed on all the keys and open up the back
What-
and throw some poop
What,
in there.
are there any like pianos on the second floor?
Oh yeah,
What if you just shoved them out like a window?
there's no window up there.
What about no doors or anything?
No,
That's
get
not
access
true.
to the roof.
There are windows, but it's one of those grand pianos.
So-
There's no effing way that's going out a window.
Shove it down the
No.
stairs, I guess. I don't know.
It's too tight. It's
So no,
too
no,
big
no,
to
no.
fit through the door.
So get access to the
say,
roof.
They
let's
built
say-
it up in
yeah,
there.
let's say you had
Here's the thing.
you got all the pianos up on top and you pushed them off
Yeah.
onto
No, no,
cars
no.
in the parking lot.
Would you do that?
That'd be
You
crazy.
Sure.
No. All right.
You just park way far away. You just destroy everyone's
Go
car.
so go to the roof, tie like ropes around it, pulley it up, and
The
then just
piano?
be like
so much
yeah,
work.
Let's
Yeah.
just say because of this,
You're
this
getting
scenario, you can
fired.
do whatever.
So then I'm like,
It's just magically
Yeah.
up there.
I just yell, "Hey, can somebody come help me?" And somebody walks up, and there's a big X on the ground. I drop the piano.
Yeah.
You don't
they-
want to drop it on somebody.
They die. That was
Oh
just
my
a break,
God.
bro.
I'm not getting. I mean, I'm getting fired, but I'm not getting in
No
trouble.
repercussions. It's the purge.
It's a purge. That's actually what this kind of is. It's like a work purge.
Yeah.
So, in all reality, I guess what I would do, because this does kind of bother me just because it's awkward at times, but there's 8 rooms that we teach in, and the newest room we added, they actually cut one room into 2. So, they're both relatively small, but one of them's even smaller because it has cabinets in there, because it used to be the kitchen area. So, there's literally, like, I'll teach lessons, and I'm like, for me to Thane, and we're this close to each other playing guitar, and it's just not... yeah, you can do it,
So
but
do you not have like a break room anymore?
mm-mm.
It's uncomfortable.
We turn our break room into 2 rooms because
That's bad. Like,
it's growing
Aren't you
too
supposed
much.
to have break rooms? Like legally?
it's a part-time job. I don't know what
I've got a break room at
um,
my job. Do you got a break room?
yeah, I work there full time
Here's
though,
a-
basically.
Yeah, but you actually have a break room.
Yeah.
Here's
Thane,
the
do you have a
thing.
break room?
Yes.
I think it's one of those things you're supposed to have at a place
No,
you
we
work at.
don't have a break room. We just have the dining room area.
That's
so you
the
just go
break
sit
room.
out there.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And
like in
also
the
The
lobby?
common. The
Yeah,
common
the
area.
lobby.
Oh.
We have a lobby.
So, and we also have a little like area with the coats where we can sit down, but that's like a training area.
So I
So I don't know
guess
if it's count as a break room.
I guess
but
like you could count like the dining area as the break room, I guess, but like Specifically, like actual break rooms. I'm surprised you guys don't like.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
but
you guys
the
got
two
rid of
jobs I
them,
worked here,
Sky.
we definitely had break rooms.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't really have breaks unless our students don't show up.
And it sounds like it happens all the time, though.
Yeah, and so we just sit in the rooms. So that's kind of like our break rooms.
I guess they're not really needed, are they?
I
see.
It's a very unconventional job. It's not a very standard practice what we do, but my God, it's fun. But anyway, going back to the little room, I would just bust the hell out of the walls. I'd take my guitar, whoever, anyone's guitar, I'd bust holes in it, kick down the wall. I'd rip the cabinets out, and I'd make enough room for me to fit 2 grown men in there.
Well, it doesn't matter 'cause you're not going to be working there.
Well, I'm helping
For the future.
Future people.
future
They're just
generation.
going to put the wall up again, though, wouldn't they? Regardless, it doesn't matter. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel better. That's the
Here's
point.
the thing: you get the kids, like you get all the kids you teach together in a room, and
I
you,
don't know if I like where this is going.
and the cops are outside, and one of the kids walk up and said, "Mr. Page, there's too many of them. What do we do?" And you pull out a lightsaber.
I just pull out my
What a
drumsticks.
light.
I pull out my drumsticks.
There's too many of them. Whatever are we going to do? And just go.
Okay. I thought of something that actually bothers me, and I think this would bother all of us. But my boss refuses to upgrade our computer and our printer, so we're operating on dinosaur garbage.
Is it Windows XP?
No, it's thank goodness
Windows
it's Windows
7?
10. No, it's
Oh,
Windows
Windows
10.
no.
7's not bad.
But the computer just sucks, and the printer's old, and it's
You
like.
guys,
you just smash all the computers.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I would grab that printer and I would smash it. I'd throw it at the monitor. I'd pick up the tower and I'd just yeet it into the ceiling. I'd get rid of those 2
Would you
things.
smash it on someone's head?
I want
No,
to
that's
add
hard.
smashing monitors. I'm gonna smash my monitors too at work.
What if it's a
Mine are
random
really bad
person
and
you
old.
don't know,
They
Sky?
like flicker.
Random person you don't know. Would you smash one of those things on their head?
Yeah, they walk and they're like, "Hey, I'd like to sign up," and I'm like, "Great!" Throw the printer at them.
If you can dodge this, you're in.
Yeah.
random question, but I guess I also want to survey the listeners. Have you ever thought of upgrading to Windows 11? I know it's released, but you think is it worth it or not? For personally me, I don't think so. What I've heard, because
I want to, but I just don't want to be a beta tester for it.
Yeah,
Is that
because
what
it
this
looks
is
like
right now?
it's
Kinda.
because people have said it's essentially just Windows 10, just with a few more improvements, but it's basically the same.
I learned my lesson when I beta tested Windows 8, so I don't
Oof.
need to do that again.
How long did they have Windows 8 for? Was it a year?
Something like that.
And then they went back to Windows 7 or went to
No,
Windows
they
10?
Windows 10. It
Why'd
was
they
like a
skip
year and a
9?
half.
No, Windows
they
8
do their
was
numbers.
Coding
numbering
issue,
system.
Windows
coding
8
issue
was-
with 9.
Oh.
Windows
It's
8 with
95, Windows 95, 98, 96, all those years of those Windows. That's
just
why the
think
coding
about
issues,
Windows 8 is
I
that
believe, anyway.
it was terrible panels. Like you click the home
Yeah,
screen.
Windows 8 sucked.
Was it like the Xbox?
Yeah.
Like the Xbox?
It was
Vista was better
awful.
than 8.
Ooh.
I watched
Everyone
a
liked
video the other day
Windows
about
7.
Vista, by the way. It's not as bad as like we thought it was.
I guess
It was
my
just
only experience
confusing.
with Windows Vista is my dad was going through, like his business bought a Best Buy returns truck, so it was like all the
Yeah.
returns from Best Buy. And he gave me a couple laptops. He's like, "Yeah, these are kind of worthless, but you could try them out." And 2 of them were Windows Vista, and my mom had, I think it was Windows 7 at the time. She had Windows 7, plus I was kind of spoiled from the computers we had at school. But I used Windows Vista, and I was like, "God dang, this sucks compared to Windows 7.
So the reason why Vista wasn't very good was just because typically people put it on hardware that it wouldn't run on. Like it needed higher hardware, like better hardware to work. And most of the time people are upgrading their Windows XP machines to Vista. And their XP machines literally didn't need much of it all. And Windows 7 is essentially just a modified Vista. It's basically just Vista, but it runs better. And that's why it's so good. And people regard 7 as the best OS of all time.
Nice.
So Vista really wasn't all that bad. I didn't know a lot about Vista. I just used it here and there. It was kind of slow because of the hardware. I remember
Yeah.
that for sure. But that's the main reason. It would have been better if the hardware was just better.
That makes sense because it was on a laptop, but it was the laptop that said Windows, like, you know how it has the sticker on the bottom?
yeah, it's because it's
Yeah.
pre-installed Vista.
Yeah, Windows
Doesn't
Vista.
matter. I mean, it's still kind of bad hardware.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. It was a
It's
crappy
all hardware.
laptop. But compared to those computers we had at our school, like, those things were way better than what I had at home growing up. My computers were dog.
Yeah, my computers are never that good at school at home. My dad always bought really cheap computers, e-machines from Costco. That's what they always were.
See, my dad bought nice laptops, but he used them for his drafting, so he didn't want us to use his laptops ever.
You might throw a phone at it or something.
Hey, at
He
least
brought it up the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, because my little brother is going through a phase where he's just breaking stuff on accident. And like he tipped over my dad's razor and busted the mirror on it. So my dad was roasting him, and I didn't even say anything because I know I've broken stuff. And he's like, Slade, you're still not as bad as Sky. And I was like, ah. And he's like, he asked because he knows we have the laptop. He's like, so have you guys used that laptop that you broke for any of your skits? And I showed him the one where Slade trips and he throws the laptop and it smashes my toe. And I was like, yeah, we have. And I showed him that clip. Anyway,
What video was that again?
it was
Rewind, wasn't it?
No, it was the thumbstick battle of the thumbstick.
Oh, okay. I remember. That's an older one. Yeah.
It's very poorly made too by me.
You
There
think
was-
so?
Oh yeah, there's not. Go back and watch it. I do not do very good. Like, there's not a lot of information added to it. I could have done way better, and I feel like I might go back and remake.
It's
that
crazy
one.
how our quality went up so much in the past year. Like, look, when we made those videos, like the joystick one, for example, I remember like, wow, the quality's pretty good. I remember making the thumbnail, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty good. And I look at the thumbnail now, I'm like, I would never make that now.
Yeah, well, I would never do that bad of a research job put into it. Even though it was fun when I made it, and I was really proud of it, but like a year later, I would redo that and make it 10 times better. So that's how I would get fired. Yay.
Yeah.
Funny. I've been thinking about when I was working at Wendy's,
Yeah, we
and I
hit it.
thought, if I kept my old job,
Yep.
I'd probably be a little more healthy because that job was physically active. I probably would have got a bit more exercise if I just ate better.
Did you do Ring Fit today?
No, I didn't.
Not today.
You still have
Not
time.
today.
Honestly, Thane, I'm
Maybe
not really one to
tomorrow.
talk, but if you did Ring Fit every day, that would be the best way to do it because then you get into the habit of it. That was
Maybe
my problem.
tomorrow.
I didn't do it every day. I skipped days, and that's why I never got into the habit, I think, of it.
I think that's just with working out in general.
Yeah.
Like legit, the idea of working out I don't like.
No.
But after I'm
Mhm.
done exercising, I'm like, dang dude,
I'm
I'm so
sore.
glad I did that. Like you just feel good after you
You don't
exercise.
feel good.
When
but
I
you
did
feel
that-
good, like, after a long time. Like, when you take a shower, and it's like the end of the day, you're like, I'm glad I did it. I feel better because I'm a little bit healthier. You don't
You know-
feel good because when you did it because you're hurt.
So
That's just
the thing
you.
about my box job,
Yeah, it's just
That's
you.
everybody.
I love
People
the
just don't-
feeling.
People like to be masochist, guy.
Well,
that's what
yeah,
it is.
yeah, I won't disagree with that. But
Got
like,
him.
I just
Trapped
like the
him.
way that I feel. I feel like I can think clearer too. Maybe that's just weird, but
It's like the same as people say they like running because they're joking themselves.
I don't like running, but after you run, dude, you just feel good.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, that's my biggest argument. I was memeing about the other stuff, but my biggest argument when it comes to exercising is the people that say they like running are full of it. They just like the results.
I agree with you, but I also disagree with you because I think there are people that literally enjoy running.
The act of running.
The act of
I
running
don't-
they enjoy.
That's what video games is to them, Cole.
Yeah.
I just don't know, dude. That
There really are. There's some
like
guys
Usain Bolt.
I mean, I don't even know if he's. I don't think he's even running anymore competitively.
It doesn't
broke-
matter. Did
last
he like
time
it,
you
though?
broke his
I'm
leg,
sure he
Probably.
didn't. I'm sure. Like, if you do that much training, it's probably not very much fun.
See,
But there's some people that will just do marathons, like for fun.
I understand. And
That's-
I
okay,
don't
so
think
if
it's
you
that
do a
they're. I don't
marathon-
think. I personally don't think it's because they want to enjoy running at the marathon. I think it's because they want to be like, yeah, I did it. I'm proud of myself. I was able to complete it.
But to
So it's-
train that much, I feel like you have to enjoy it.
They train that much because they want to achieve it and do it. I don't
But
think
some
it's because
people
they
just do
enjoy the actual
marathons
running.
and
though.
marathons. It's not just one. So I can see like as a bucket list thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But let's see you have.
Oh,
let's say you
I
have
know.
someone
I know
that does.
they do it over and over.
Let's say you have some that do like 4 or 5.
yeah, like
in
a year,
a span of like
like
that's-
either 4 or 5 a year. I
that's-
understand
That's
there's people
not
that do
just.
it.
That's not
I
just
feel
because you
like
like the
it's-
result. I feel like that's because you really enjoy it. I think one would be. I could see that argument for one. Like I did it. I'm good now. I'm done.
I still think it's a very similar thing. When you're actually in the process of running, I feel like if I'm sure there's probably people out there. I'm not saying there isn't, but like I feel like they're kind of kidding themselves. I think they're just kind of like mentally training themselves to say that they like it and they enjoy it so they can get the outcome that they really, really like. I don't know if the act of running is actually can be quote unquote enjoyable. I
mean-
think it's like they train themselves to like it.
I
'Cause when
think-
they're first starting, I guarantee you there's no way they like it.
Well, I think it's just on a
It's like playing a
person-to-person
Dark
basis.
Souls game. Nobody likes that. They're just
Well,
kidding themselves.
Here's the thing, though. This is where I disagree with you. Is I think that people, I mean, just
Bloodborne's one of my favorite games.
people that do
Cock!
anything enjoy the way they feel because they're doing that said thing. You know what I mean?
They
I
like
like
the outcome a lot of the time. That's what I'm thinking. Is the outcome is what they prefer.
I like the
Not
feeling
prefer,
in my
but just
loins.
that's what they want to achieve. Is the
Well,
outcome.
what if their outcome is the feeling of running?
If that's honestly, that's what I was saying. There's probably people out there. I just think that they're way, 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 way fewer than you actually think.
I mean, I won't disagree with you on that. Like, how many fat people do we have? Obviously,
No,
people that
I
like
even
running.
mean like actual like runners. The people that do marathons 4 or 5 times a year. I don't know, like especially when they're starting out, like when they're first
just
getting into
took
it. There's no way they're enjoying the actual running. They just like the outcome.
But if you keep doing it, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They train themselves to enjoy the actual running.
But that could be. What if running is like you're playing video games
yeah,
on
it's
Saturday
like
night?
therapeutic
Yeah,
for them.
that's because
What
I
if it is?
train myself to like video games. I guess
But like, it's,
I didn't just
I
pick
feel
up
like
a
it's
game and was like, "Wow, this is incredible. I
but
need to
it's-
be doing this all the
it's-
time."
It's not like you're doing it. Like you don't do that because you force yourself to. Yeah, I feel like it's the same
You're
thing.
trying to get battle passes. You do.
I feel like it's the same thing though. It's like sitting. I mean, doing something that's almost therapeutic, like Sky said. I feel like
Yeah.
it's the same
I
concept.
think it's a very individual
And
basis. So-
I think it
and
does
that's how
get
how I
there.
feel about anime and manga.
I feel
I don't
like
know
it does
how you
get
can
there.
like. I don't know how like people get so into it. I just don't understand that.
That's Boober with Cowboy Bebop.
I just don't understand that. But like
Well,
that's
it's
the
just
same
like watching
thing.
TV shows.
It's the
with
same
that
thing.
one. And that's what I mean. Is that it's like it.
No.
I think
Or
it takes
watching
a while
12
to get
hours
into
of Game of
something.
Thrones. Like
better.
That's my
better
whole
thing to compare to Boober. That's Boober with live action stuff.
I think it takes a while to get into anything. I don't like, but just I don't know. Just specifically with running, all exercise is exempt other than running. I feel like it takes a while to get into liking it.
like I said,
I don't think you're gonna like it the very first time you go running.
I think it's a very individual thing.
yeah,
So
I think that's all it comes down to.
yeah.
So like a person that's never trained before, they go off on a jog and they eventually become this great marathon runner. Do you think the very first time they went running they actually enjoyed it, or do you think they're like, "Wow, that outcome that I got from that was great. I need to keep doing this."
But I feel like that's with anything.
It's a
You're not
very
good at.
individual-
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's a very individual
with video
thing.
games and everything. You probably won't love it immediately.
Like Apex, like I played it once or twice. I'm like, this isn't fun.
Exactly.
Like, I
But
just
you
don't
have to
this.
like some aspect about
Yes,
it.
Yes, and the aspect of running is the outcome.
See that? No, that's where you get. I don't agree
Yeah,
with that.
see
I
that
don't agree with that.
I'm
Why
I'm with
not?
Zay
I
on
don't
this
agree
one
with that.
because I think there's people that legit enjoy the act. They like the way they feel while they are running because it's very therapeutic.
Let me refine my
what if their
definition,
body
or not
allowed them to
definition.
always be running? If you could always be running and not have to rest, I'm sure some people would like to
Let
do
me
that.
let me refine my statement, I guess, because now I'm changing a little bit. Let me refine my statement. I'm not saying people can't like running anymore. I used to believe that for sure in high school, wholeheartedly. That's what I believed. But I'm gonna say now that the very first time these marathon runners, these Olympic athletes, the very first time they go running, they did not enjoy it, but they enjoyed the outcome and what they got out of it. And so as a result, they want to keep running, and eventually they learn to like running.
See, it's an idea, but I don't agree with it. I don't think that like you dislike it. And maybe you dislike if you're not trained. I mean, if your cardio's not good or like it hurts, like sure you're not gonna like that. But I don't think everyone
Yeah.
who does it
And that's the
hates
part of
it
running.
or doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I think where you
I think
lose me
you
is where you say that everybody feels that way.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
just
where
because
you
the
lose me.
outcome after that. I think it's because the outcome, like what you said, like
I
the
do-
outcome after. That's why you continue. I feel like it could be because of how good you feel during it, and it's almost like you're. I mean, what? Yeah, like some people do that just to like. I mean, kind of maybe just escape kind of like their reality. So it's like I don't know. I feel like it's therapeutic. I think that's
Yeah,
what it is.
I'm saying I'm
so
not
the
saying
longer
it
they
isn't.
can run, I mean, the better
I'm-
it is for them.
I changed it. I literally say the very first time. I'm not saying their 10th time, their
Feels
50th
like the
time, their very
first
first time
time.
that they go running and see if that's what they want to do. The actual act of running is what they don't like, but they go, "Wow, everything from what I got from it was great. I'm going to keep doing
Feels
this," and
like the
eventually they actually
first
start liking
time.
actually running.
So yeah, and I said that's an idea. I don't agree with it though. I don't.
I'm
think
just
that's
curious
true.
specifically about the very first time they go running. What do you not agree about that?
Well, is it so? It's just so you don't think it's relative to compare it to other things.
Depends
though,
on
for the
how
first
hard
time?
you go.
Oh, I think it is. I think you can compare it to everything.
So everything for the first time.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm
Sometimes
just saying everything for the first time. Some people, I
Wait.
feel like it comes down to that personal thing. Like Sky said, it's like some people are really gonna enjoy
you're gonna
it.
find something
Some
you
Guys,
people
like.
don't.
wait,
like
guys.
I really enjoy the idea of working out. I love it. I
Yeah.
love everything about it. Like I love like the idea. I mean I love how I feel afterwards, but
Mhm.
also I love during it because of like how therapeutic it is. And it's like it's always been like that from the beginning. It's
So,
not because I just stuck with
What
it. 'Cause,
got you
like,
to do it to begin with, though?
Well, it's 'cause
It
I've always
wasn't,
been into
man, I
athletics.
really wanted to sweat my muscles to hurt. It was, man, I love the outcome.
I didn't think about that at all, though. I just thought about, like, I really like... No, it's not the outcome. Like, I like how I feel during this. This is therapeutic. I can listen to music.
But that's what got
I
you
can
to
kind
do
of
it,
zone
though.
out. Like an hour or two in a gym, like in that setting, like working out and, like, working hard. I love it. It goes by so fast. It's the fastest part of my whole day.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like.
the first time, though, that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, is that what got you to, like, you were like, man, I really want to know what it's like to feel while I'm working out? Or were you like,
It
man, I
wasn't-
want to know the outcomes?
I didn't even think about the outcome.
Yeah, I think
didn't
that's the
about
problem.
that.
Is we've been exercising as kids our whole lives, like all of us. That's
It's,
what we
it
did.
is hard to, that is
So
a good
it's hard to
point.
pinpoint that. So for you to say, and I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I just when you lose me is when you say that everybody feels that way, or
They
take
don't
Olympic
like it their
athletes.
first time. I mean, I didn't feel that way. I don't remember
Yeah,
ever
and
feeling that.
I
Yeah.
doubt they remember. I doubt Usain Bolt's like, oh man, I remember that day I ran for the first time, and that's what I wanted to do forever. Like I doubt he remembers that.
I think you would need a special case. Of somebody that's not really ever exercised in their entire life, and then one day they decide that they want the outcome of it. They want to be very fit. They want all this stuff, and eventually they do it. And then if you ask that person, what was the first run like? And maybe they're not like completely hugely obese or anything like that. Say they're somewhat in shape. They just don't exercise, you know.
Mhm.
And I feel like somebody like that, if you asked them, what was the very first run like? I bet they would say it sucked.
So I'm curious though. Do you just say running because you think running's the worst?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think
see,
running-
that's an opinion.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I think-
that's for you. I don't think running's the worst.
Well,
like,
I think
you
it's because
do,
you're
though.
Depends
you're
on
in
how
shape,
hard
though.
you go the first time.
I think if you say,
But a lot of people would say other things are worse. Like let's say swimming like 3 miles or something. Like
Yeah.
swimming
I'm
that
not saying
far
it's
is
not-
terrible.
I'm
That
not
is
saying
hard.
that it's not bad.
And try not to like drown or like if that's tough. Like in very cold water, I think that's hard. I don't think running's that bad. I mean, I don't know. That's just, but that's how you feel about it, and that's how I feel. I think everyone feels different about it. Just even in like us four, we all feel very differently about it. I feel like that's just how it is. It's very
I think
personal.
the hardest part of the conversation is we're all very different in our athleticism. And maybe that's the big issue. And that's why I thought of like having somebody that like the scenario I just described where somebody hasn't really exercised or much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that person, granted, they could probably say the same thing about every different bit of exercise.
Yeah.
Or what if I could say the same thing about sitting down and watching or playing
You
games
can.
for like 5 or 6
Oh
hours?
yeah, you totally
What
can.
if I don't feel great about doing that?
That's
and I think
fine.
that during too. So I'm like, I think that's just it's a similar example for me. Like coming from that angle too.
Yeah.
I think it's just a very personal thing. I don't think that every time, I mean, the first time someone runs, let's say they weren't like raised like that, or they didn't do things like that, like I don't think they're going to hate it. I mean, there's a possibility, sure, but I don't think that's how it is. It's going to be with everyone.
I got another question then on the same vein, I guess. With something like Fortnite, when you got into that, aside from playing it with your cousins, because that's one of the things you guys did together, what kept you playing it, I guess? Or what would motivate you to play by yourself? Because it took a while to get an actual win. I remember when you guys first started playing.
Yeah.
Did you ever play by yourself, or was it always with everybody?
Usually with everyone. I mean, I would play by myself to practice.
Okay.
Basically,
so
yeah.
what motivated you to do that, though, I guess? That's what I'm curious about. Because you hadn't experienced the win. You hadn't been like, wow, this is incredible. I need to keep doing this. I didn't need this rush.
I think it could, at least for me, aside from playing with everybody, was just that, I almost did it. It's like gambling. Just one more quarter. I almost did it. If I keep trying, maybe I can get at the next one. Granted, I hated Fortnite when I first played it. I thought it was the worst, and I thought it sucked. I'm like, I suck at this. Everyone's too good. This is dumb. I want to play Minecraft.
And that's how I
That's
feel about
funny.
Apex. But
That's
like that,
funny,
you're,
'cause when I-
yeah, that really is.
Here's the
You're
funny
pulling
thing,
that
when I
lever
played
every time,
Fortnite
trying to win the
first time,
lottery.
it's like, I could see the appeal in this. And then after 4 or 5 times, like, I can't see the appeal in this.
And so what Skylar said right there, that really epitomizes my thoughts on running specifically. Like, you keep going because you're like, man, I could become something. I could be in a lot better shape than I am right now. But, man, this sucks. Doing this over and over again absolutely sucks.
I think it's very subjective and personal to
it
every
probably
individual.
is, yeah.
But like I said, I understand where you're coming from.
It's the word that I'm saying, everyone. I understand that too.
No. But what I want to go back to is I feel like everybody can say that about lots of different aspects in their lives. Like RTSs, I hate them. I don't enjoy them. I used to hate chick flicks. I still don't really like chick flicks. I guess I see the appeal, but I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
Wait. That's a whole other subject. We'll get to that one off the stream. I'm curious. I want to go into that later.
Well, that's the problem.
Like, you like chick flick
flicks-
animes. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Very
But
different.
you like them.
Well, I'm very different.
Anyway, so
I like, you see a thing, I like kind of chick flick animes too, but I can't really watch a chick flick film.
Yeah,
See my
I'm
drift?
kind of
It's
with you on that
different.
thing.
you guys are
Somehow it's
2D
different.
lovers. So
really though,
with
really.
something
They are.
something like
They
Apex,
are.
I remember the first time I was actually with Sky the very first time I played. We did crappy.
Yeah.
I didn't have fun,
I didn't have fun either.
but I love it now, and so I can equate that to
Every
something
day,
like what
every
we've been
day I
talking
see
about.
you on there doing your dailies.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it now, and it's a
I don't
whole.
think I've
it's-
ever
I even
committed.
took like multiple seasons off.
Yeah.
It's the thing. I don't
Dave's
think I've
never
ever
committed to a game like
to a
that.
game daily.
He
like,
really hasn't. No way.
and like
Has
the
he committed
closest
Besides VTubers, have you committed to anything daily?
I know something. I'm not gonna say it though.
work.
Work? No, work's not even daily.
Well, yeah, it's not even.
Work
that's,
doesn't
like,
count.
work-
different
Something
kind
that
of
you
work is
enjoy.
required.
More
Something you
personal-
do
more
in
personal
your
work.
leisurely
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, more personal work.
Manga. I like reading manga daily.
I guess you'd have to give him that one.
Yeah. The closest game I said I almost played daily was Overwatch. Like that first period when it came out, I was like, "This is fun." I suck at it, but it's fun. And then I just kind of dropped off from it. Like I don't know what happened, but I guess it just kind of like the appeal wore off. But it was fun. I did a few I competed in a few competitive modes and got a few badges, but I never got anything. I did a few holiday events. I tried my hardest to get that Mercy Witch skin. Could never get it. Damn it.
So when you first started that thing, when you first started Overwatch, did you actually enjoy the first game you played? Do you think, or you're
Yeah.
like, wow, I just got stomped. That was not fun at all. But I'm gonna
Um.
keep going because I want to see what it's like. I want to keep.
Yeah.
playing.
It's like. Oh wow. I don't know. Like, cause you kind of. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember the first game,
Yeah.
but the first
It's-
session, I was like, you know what, that was fun. I'm glad I purchased this.
See, I think that's Thane brings up a good point right there. It's hard to remember the first. I mean, we already mentioned that, but I am on your side in the vein of I feel like most things people do in life
for the first time.
for the first time may not be how they feel about it
later on.
later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanna put one more story out there to wrap everything up as the conclusion, I guess. So this is a reverse. I loved it from the beginning, ended up not liking it later on, and it's Smite. My very first game of Smite, my team went off. We just stomped the other team into the ground, and you could talk to their team, and we were like they were like talking to us a little bit in chat and stuff like that. And I remember man, I had a great time playing this. I'm going to keep playing this. I'm sure half of the other team quit and never played that game ever again after that. And it's just a completely different scenario. But
Yeah.
it's interesting how there are some things out there that you can like the first time. But I guess eventually, like I said, I don't like Smite
So,
anymore.
I guess final question before we end. What's one thing that you've done in your life, is for all of us, that you did enjoy from the very first time you did it, or I guess at least as far back as you can remember, and you still do it to this day?
My guess would probably be Pokemon.
Pokemon?
But I did take a break.
Mhm.
So I don't know if I can completely count that.
I think the biggest consistency in my life has been drums. So I think drums is probably going to be mine. I've always remembered, as long as I can remember back, I've always enjoyed it. I've never not wanted to play drums.
My consistency is One Piece.
A one-piece thong.
Like that one guy,
One Piece-
Borat.
A one-piece banana hammock thing.
Banana hammock thing.
I guess my consistency is be it a lazy
PewDiePie.
Not getting the
Burger.
video out on time.
Burger.
Burgers.
Burger.
That's a
Cheese
bad
burger.
consistency to have. You should
Think
make
something you enjoy.
Oh,
One Piece
leisurely.
could be fine. I
And
guess.
be honest
Yeah,
with
you
us.
could do One Piece. You could just say video games as a
Yeah,
whole.
video
Or
games
automatic
as a whole.
weapons.
what?
What about you,
Yeah.
Zay?
JonTron uploads. Whenever JonTron uploads it, I watch that.
Ever
in, like,
since
the
your
first
infancy.
hour. Like I dive in on, unless I'm at work.
He's at
But
work trying to go to the
usually-
bathroom for 30 minutes.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Because I'm rewatching
Can't avoid it at
JonTron.
work either. Ooh.
Because in the bathroom, I'm rewatching JonTron. And I'm just in there for so long.
What's your consistency, Zay? What's your one thing?
I think you watch all the JonTron videos. Why are you in there for 45
I
minutes?
mean, why do you make weird noises too? Oh, it's just a video.
My photoshopped his underwear off.
Oh.
My photoshopped his wiener off.
What?
What? I think I can remember even as a little kid, like music. I think just everything about music, honestly. Since a little kid, I can remember listening to like songs that my parents would play, and I was obsessed. And like I would want to get CDs, and I got a CD player, and I would just want to just listen, and I was just fascinated. I mean, since day one, I still am. So now I can look anything up within seconds, like who the singer is, and I do this too with every single song. Almost, I'll look up the singer or the band. I'll study their whole discography. I'll see when they released this song. I love studying music history, anything. So I wish I could do that. I could have done that as a kid, honestly. But
Oh, how the times have changed.
Yep.
I like listening to discographies too.
Just like how the time changed to an hour and a couple minutes to the end of the podcast. It's a terrible segue to the end. But thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of the Talking Rad podcast.
Talking Rod.
Rad podcast.
Talking Rod.
Talking
Cat-
Rod.
Talking Rad
Podcast.
podcast. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for listening. If you have liked it, feel free to check out our Patreon, where you can find exclusive podcast episodes that we upload once a month, as well as some other little goodies like
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
and naughty photos of us playing in a sandbox because we have a little kitten outfits on.
Woo, we are the Rad Cats. We have to
Two
do I'm a kitty,
kids
kitty,
in the
kitty, I'm a
sandbox.
cat.
We also stream on Twitch. Come check us out. We'll be
What if-
live tonight when this podcast goes live.
What if we dressed up as cats for Halloween? What if we did little marks and stuff and little
Oh,
whiskers?
man.
Like
Should
ears,
we
that
go buy
ears?
cat ears?
Would you guys want to do
We
that?
need to get
Oh,
cat ears
man.
too.
Buy some cat
Damn,
ears.
cat ears is a little bit far, but
What do you mean? You're putting whiskers on. Might
I'm
as well
fine
go
with
for
man,
the
the
next.
guys.
I'm fine with the face paint.
Might as
I
well
just
go
don't
for
wanna
the
get-
next
yeah.
things, eh?
Guys,
I'd rather have cat ears
It's
than
just-
paint.
Yeah, I don't like paint on my face that much either.
I assume the cat ears with VTubers and just they dress
Anime.
up.
He doesn't want to
furry
be.
stuff.
He doesn't want to be an
Hey, listen,
animoid.
Zay.
bro.
I just have a bad taste in my mouth for that stuff, man.
That's all right if you embrace it, and then you'll come to understand it. It's like
I've tried to understand. Believe me, I've researched. I just
Embrace
that's your
the
problem.
cum.
That you're trying to understand something that nobody understands.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
not
I've
even
tried,
the cr-
and
not even the
I am
people behind it
understanding, but I want
understand. They just
nothing to
know
do
it
with it.
works.
I want nothing to do with that world.
Well,
Nothing.
We love you guys. Thanks
Yeah.
again for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and as always, keep it rad.
Rad A+ podcast.